Hi everybody, it's Albers from visionsofheaven.com, and we've been hiking in the creek today. I got to show you where we've come from. Oh, isn't that beautiful? All the flowers growing in the creek and the moss and the birds. Just lovely, and I think we've found ourselves a spot where we can have a picnic lunch. Hold on. What do you think of that rock up ahead? Hold on, I'm not going to drop the iPad in the creek, but I'll take you with me. We're walking in the water now. Not on it. I haven't graduated to that by any means. And just like life, you have a goal and you aim for it, but you want to stop and enjoy the way too. And look at that. Look at all the little rocks underneath holding it up. Isn't that cute? Nature has an amazing way of creating a support system for itself. Looks like the tree fell. Okay, hold on. We're going to have a seat here. I'll turn y'all around, okay? Now, before I eat lunch, I want to talk a little bit about a topic that's been coming up a lot in readings, and that is the topic of letting go of control. It's a funny thing, isn't it? I would say most of you don't want to control anybody else. And yet, at the same time, we all try to do it. We all try to help people sometimes when they don't want help. We all try to point out the truth sometimes to people when they don't want the truth. And even that is a tiny bit of trying to control. And worse yet, the angels say we try to control ourselves all the time. Now, self-control in the conventional sense is good. It's good not to go hitting people when you're angry and doing crazy things like that. But we have to watch out, because sometimes the head tries to control the heart. And sometimes we try to talk ourselves out of our intuitions and our feelings. You know, sometimes we don't know what to do next, and instead of just trusting the heart to guide us in the moment, you know, just like this creek flows eternally, our heart lives in that eternal flow of divinity, and it always knows what to do in any given moment. But we stress out about the future, and we worry about what we're supposed to do and how do we make something happen. And we drive ourselves crazy. And it's far easier to do what I call, which is manifest in the flow of grace, which is to trust that there's a higher power that absolutely loves you. And the minute you have an intention, something you want to experience in your life, hopped in the stream. And the destination of that stream is whatever you have intended. But you've got to surrender to the flow. You've got to surrender to your heart. You've got to trust one step, one little bit at a time, that you're going to end up in this beautiful place that you've intended. You can't block the flow with any sort of doubts or, you know, evidence that it's not happening yet. You know, we get in our heads and we look around and we take God's pulse sometimes, as I call it. But instead, it's far better to say, let me trust this moment. You know, this moment, Spirit knows what it's doing. The wind just started blowing. It's beautiful. I was getting warm and it just started to cool me off. In this moment, everything is transpiring to try to get me towards where I want to go. The universe is constantly conspiring to delight you, to give you everything you've ever dreamt of. Just like this stream is eternally flowing. It never stops. If we were to trace the source of the water, well, it comes out of springs in this case. But where did the springs get their water? From the runoff and the rainfall. And where did the rain get itself? From the ocean, which comes from the rivers, which comes from the streams. So there's an endless flow of life that's constantly trying to reach each and every one of us. Anyhow, just some food for thought. Take one thing you're trying to create today. Just think about it. And if you know how to do it, that's great. But if you don't know how to do it, just pretend for a moment that you've already aimed yourself in this eternal flow. There's already a destination. And all you have to do is surrender to your heart and you'll reach it. Just like this creek surrenders to its path. Anyway, I love you. Time for lunch over here. Let that breeze blow past you. I'm going to let you look at the creek for just a minute longer. And just have a blessed and beautiful day.